of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow. Moving with the motion,
Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I didn't take it. No, no. They let me put that, I guess, on that balance. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, still can't go.
Incoming mail.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for them, just a time, just like another season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for them, just a time, just like another season. minds turning chains just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life just like another season. Not so long, just like another season.
Chad, good morning, baby. It is Wednesday and big one, FOMC, pivotal moment. If this is going to be your first time trading a rate cut or going into rate cut season, going to be an interesting and a fun one for you. Kiggs, how are you feeling, my brother?
Nah, feeling good, bro. Feeling excited. Yeah, I feel like a little kid, bro. I just want to get to FOMC already, see what the big outcome is, and get you trading it.
Chad, how are you guys feeling? Wednesday, round 5 happening this morning, and hope you guys are feeling good. Please check the what's the name for me, Chad. How's the lag? Change some settings here. Very shortly we will so good. All right, very shortly we'll get that 500 megs that we're paying for. Currently capped at 100 megs per second, but yeah, please let me know, Chad, if it's better. If it's not better, obviously we need to do some more tweaking, but tweaked some settings here this morning, so hopefully it is better. But if you guys can just give us some feedback, these streams are obviously for you guys, so we want to make sure that you guys are locked and loaded. See, everyone's doing well. Amina, Donnie, Classic Gold, Dylan Savage, Jaden. How's it going, my brother? I believe Jaden is the guy that's still at school, hey, Keeks? Why do I feel like Jaden is the JDT FX? JDT, is that, what's his name? We had him on the pod as well. John. JDT FX, is that John Lee? Good morning, John. Sam, Maxi Kupo, S.G273. That sounds like the name of Elon Musk's one kid. Gavin, Bugatti not buffering, but stream falling behind. That is very, very weird. Very, very weird. When you say the stream is falling behind, are you saying that the audio is not in sync with the video? Stofie, Niax, nobody werk. Okay, Jaden. Alright, Tony Lott, Ashin. Not lagging, it's on point. Okay, beautiful, Chad. Big one today. Obviously, all eyes, all roads lead to FOMC tonight. Going to be a big one. Dot plot as well. So, big one today. Hope you guys are ready for it. But before we start here, as every morning, we're going to bow our heads here and pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. And if you believe it, you can just drop an amen right now.
Amen.
Amen, amen. Okay, beautiful, Chad. Alrighty, guys, let's get straight into it. And it's going to be an interesting one. Quite a big deck of pound data coming out this morning. CPI is still flat, so not coming down. Year on year, actually pumping up to 3.6 from expected 3.5, previously 3.3. So inflation is starting to heat up again in Britain. Rest of the PPI coming out lower than expected, a miss across the board there. Retail price index also pumping much higher than previously, slightly above forecast, and then retail price index also above expectation but below previous. So quite a bit of a mixed bag of data here. Then also we've got CPI coming out of ECB, European Union. They're expecting inflation to remain flat. That's going to be at 11 o'clock, so do expect some volatility there. And then also later, before the big one, we've got some housing data coming out of the US And then 8 o'clock tonight, big one, Fed rate decision. It's currently forecasted for 0.25. All right, guys, so that is what the forecast is sitting at. I actually want to check Fed futures here real quick before we go any further. Let's just check where futures are sitting. All right, Fed futures in for a surprise, maybe, guys. So still 2/3 expecting a 50. This makes it very, very interesting that the market is leaning towards a 50, and economists are leading towards a 0.25. So a little bit of a mixed bag there. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to get some of the research here from New Squawk, our news partner. Our research partners, we'll see what is happening there. Try and see what the rest of the markets are saying, some of the big boys are saying. But without further ado, Chad, let's get straight into the charts. Let's see what's happening here. Our price is developing. Daily yesterday, dollar index closing below this previous little breakout area. Not yet testing at a weekly level. Remember, we talked about the weekly potentially coming down to test this area right here. Okay, so we actually tested it. I said that's where we can potentially see some dollar demand coming in, and that is exactly what has happened yesterday. Could this be the low of the week? It could. It also could just be some inducement to get some buyers excited here, but definitely something worth noting here is that we've had quite a bit of demand in this zone, and I do think if demand starts to fail here, the dollar is in for some trouble. So just keep an eye on this. I do feel if we start breaking this, dollar is really going to start feeling some pressure. But in the short term, this is going to be your trading range for today. All right, chat. So what I want to quickly mark out for you here is that this will be the high of your trading range, and this will be the low of your trading range down here. So that's the daily range. I do expect us at the end of this day to either break out to the upside or the downside, depending on how the outcome of the FOMC and especially the dot plot, and then also how Powell handles the press and the media. That's going to be a big one. Massive gap here overnight. So that is still open. Previous daily high level, previous weekly low here, daily pivot, 200 EMA. Everything is pointing to this zone right here, chat. So for this session, all you need to focus on is this little zone right here. Bars above, then we're going to target Asia highs and then go for that gap close. Otherwise, rejections here, we go back for yesterday's low, which was the previous daily low, and then we'll see where we are at that stage. All right, weekly US 30 still looking strong, still looking relatively bullish. Not relatively, it's looking very solid. Keys, I think great call yesterday. We actually called that choppy price action after it broke that daily R1, and you see what it did then. Just came all the way back down. Chad, we did say that we could get a daily candle closure like that. So we actually, I just walked away. Myself and Keegan taking some cues from Monday. And on the daily, still bullish. So going into the session, very simple for us. We've got the 200 daily EQ. This is your zone right here. If we start rejecting Asia highs and we start trading below here, we can go for Asia lows, and then previous weekly high all the way down there. All right, Keegs, anything on the grabber for you here or not?
Definitely am looking at the grabber.
Where are you looking
So the thing for me, I'm looking at it basically close to where it is now. Once we can break back in Asia highs.
Want to look for continuation?
I just want to see if we can get a retest. If we're at the end now, I think it's a bit aggressive. So I just want to see a retest, but...
Okay, so you're looking for bars.
I'm looking for sells.
Oh, looking for sells. So rejection of Asia highs, then targeting. Okay.
Asia lows hasn't been taken because it was so early in the morning. I don't really count that retest of...
Chad, I agree with Keegs there, especially with where we're going with FOMC. I'm going to say monitor this level. If we cannot get back above Asia highs, we're going to target daily EQ, daily pivot. And then after that, we're going to target Asia lows. So monitor this level for a potential rejection and a continuation lower. Nasdaq on the day, let's quickly check it out. Nasdaq on the daily is looking like it wants to reject that level, Chad. We spoke about this key level looking all the way left here. Previously, a lot of resistance, some demand, resistance again yesterday. Weekly is still looking bullish though. Weekly is bullish. Daily for me is still bullish because we took that previous daily high. We're going to need to get above and hold above that previous weekly high. Otherwise, Nasdaq is in trouble. If we look on the 5-minute chart, let's quickly check it out here. Asia lows taken, Asia highs not taken yet. Your zone here, very, very simple. Holds above here, we're looking for buy continuations. Breaks below here, we're looking for sell continuations. And then if we start holding above the Asia highs, that previous weekly high, remember we spoke about it yesterday. Let me just show you guys, that is actually where we failed from yesterday. Check that. Quite a bit of chop there around that level, and then later around about 6 o'clock there was your final rejection, and it just absolutely plummeted from there. So again, that's going to be a very important level going into FOMC. But for the most part, this is your zone, then Asia highs, then lastly gold. Let me just bring this back because I was busy with a little project here. Weekly for me is still bullish on gold. The daily obviously is now a little bit more interesting. Again, that is not a swing high formation for me. We did not take a previous daily high, but what I will say, if we start trading below the previous daily low, things can start melting down to the downside. Bearish engulfing, tricky one, Chad. I'm going to actually be neutral on the day, just purely based off one daily bearish daily candle is not going to swing me bearish. If it was something like this, definitely. If that was the case, I would have said bearish on the day because we already took that previous daily high. That is the liquidity that has been swept, but none of that here. Okay. Asia lows now being retested. Monthly R1 daily pivot all the way up there. For me, it's very simple, guys. If we cannot get above this zone here, I would look for the sell continuations. But if we can come back inside of the Asia range, that's going to make it a little bit more tricky because Asia highs is untested. We've got those equal highs up there. So at one stage, those highs are going to be ran or whatever whatever you want to call it. On the grids, let's just clean this up quickly for us. Okay. Grids, beautiful. 2570. That's also the daily flip zone, weirdly enough. So yeah, beautiful, that level there. If we cannot get through it, we're going to look for sell continuations for the rest of the session, maybe all the way to the previous daily low, 2560. But otherwise, breaks back above, we're going to need to get through that 200. It's going to be a bumpy ride to the upside, daily pivot, EQ, all of that. So I'm leaning towards the sells more, if I'm very honest with you guys. Then GBP USD real quick, we did say we're going to start bringing that back into the mix. Quickly, weekly, I told you guys I'm bullish on the week. If we can hold above the previous weekly high, so far so good. You guys called for some more forex pairs. Weekly for me is still bullish if we're going to hold above last week's high. Daily now for me is somewhat interesting because we're starting to pressure to the upside. As you can see here, real quick, bearish order flow, and now all of a sudden we're looking like we want to start breaking out. So I'm going to go neutral on the day. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm going to go neutral on the day because if I look at this previous lower high there, that is still intact. This one was taken out, that little swing high formation there. But now we're back in this range. So if we cannot get back above this level, I do feel that GBP USD can trade back to this 1300 level. That's just a big institutional level. So we need to get through 13180, then we're solid. Otherwise, if we keep rejecting there, we could see some bearish pressure coming in here. That was just straight after the data. There's the daily pivot. There's that key level, 200 up here. 80 however showing that there's no buyers involved here. So I'm going to say it breaks back into Asia range, and we can target the previous daily low. All right, chat. So this zone up here, very simple. Hang Seng closing relatively flat, down 0.08%. Nikkei closing positive 0.5%. So I'm looking relatively neutral on SA40, gapping back down. We'll see where the opening range sits. But that is all for me, guys. I'm going to throw over to Keegs. The floor is yours, my brother.
All right. Okay, guys, let's get into it. So DXY. So first things first, what am I looking for here? Now, first thing I think a lot of guys should notice is the massive gap down. So we had a very much bullish day and then gap down, trying to keep the dollar down there for now. Again, this now for me is kind of no-brainer. You've got a gap over here and you've got a gap over here now. So dollar needs to at least get one of them back. So we're going to basically see that move come down to the top side. For me, Asia lows, Asia highs. Asia highs taken, Asia lows held. Basically, then out the daily pivot. Also the previous weekly low. Now, specifically, if we look on the 1 hour, you guys are going to see there lots of that momentum shift back to the top side, and you can see all that weak rejection holding over here. So I definitely think we're going to see a bullish dollar. We spoke about this, the dollar going to want to try as much bullish momentum as it can going ahead of FOMC. So if this thing can hold previous weekly lows, good chance we go for Asia highs, and as I say, going for that gap fill over there, which is just natural to at least close one. Now that it's got two open gaps. So again, going to be leaner, but more on that bullish expectation on the dollar. Now going over to NASDAQ, as I say, guys, we want that bullish momentum, but we are neutral on the weekly purely because of this now. So the first day, we expected price to trade into here, have rejection, which we got. Yesterday, all honesty, the fact it went bullish, the nice break above, I thought it would hold, but still not massive rejection coming in, pulling all the way back down and holding us under this level. So again, understanding now when we start looking here, we've had retest rejection. Back over here, you've now got Asia highs, Asia lows, back to Asia highs. If this holds again with maybe a little bit of a fake out coming back in, I'm going to be looking for those sells. You've really had the 200 catch up to you now, and it's just starting to have, as I say, momentum shift over there. USD is the big one for me. We're obviously going to look at it. Yeah, I'm going to break this down for you. USD obviously pushing all-time highs. We spoke about this yesterday. We spoke about it on Monday. So Monday, we broke those all-time highs. Yesterday, we went for it again, get into the daily R1, but then just massive rejection back down to this area that we wanted the retest of. So don't get me wrong, that was perfect. Then trading bullish. But now that we are trading over here, guys, Chris will know, we're going to talk about this here. This is our firecracker level. So for me personally, again, I wanted to see something how it lines up with the grabber kick. Now, the thing is, you've had Asia lows, Asia highs taken, so there's now your high of the day is taken. The fact you traded back in, as I said, this could be an aggressive entry. I don't necessarily want to get in here. That's why I'm going to wait for a retest, confirm as resistance. Then you could possibly look for those shorts to the downside. What I want to see is how much price action is going to come off if we can break this level here. So this is our firecracker level. If this level can break, we are going to see obviously Asia lows untested. Again, seeing the EQB tested early in the morning, I don't necessarily count that. But now if it can come back for it, good chance we're going to break and have that B setup we always talk about. So definitely keep a lookout for that. And the big thing for me is when we start looking now of taking that EQ, taking Asia lows, 200s down here, do we go back down to previous weekly lows as we always talk about? And when you look here on the 4 hour, you've had that massive rejection candle, engulfing bearish engulfing candle. You've had that subtle pullback. Does this now allow for the move to happen back down and, as you say, continue and break this level, or at least get back to that level? So definitely an interesting one for me, going to monitor US City. but I must say I'm actually leaning more to the bearish side, at least ahead of FOMC. So gold as well, guys. I've been saying this, I am bullish, but once we broke these all-time highs, it's been tough. We broke it, couldn't get away, closed under, went back, tried to get above it, failed again. Now we're back at the monthly R1. I have to say, guys, I'm leaning more to the bearish side as well. We're expecting dollar to at least have a run and try go at the pairs, especially ahead of FOMC now. So all that dollar pressure is going to have these pairs melt a bit. Again, understanding we spoke about how bullish these pairs have been, it is natural to have a bit of a pullback, guys. So even to this weekly pivot would be a very healthy natural pullback for gold. So if we look at this now, EQ daily pivot in the range of Asia highs, Asia lows, we know we can expect a trending day. So if we continue to hold under Asia lows and we can break that monthly R1 again, I definitely think I'm going to look for the sells, previous daily lows, even that daily S1, as I say, that weekly pivot. So just going to look for that before we continue the bullish momentum. But that's personally my thoughts here, guys.
Alrighty, Keeks, if you would, some of the guys saying obviously you don't have the watermark on me neither. I think we must do just the anchor tab like we did at the start. Let me just check Keegan's screen. Yeah, I think Keeks bottom left anchor text there on your side.
Oh, I can do that.
I think Chad, I'm also gonna do it because I see I've got the watermark on some of the charts. Hey, red one. Well, starting the day off right, the young Dana there. Alright guys, we have literally 2 minutes. Let's get through that fundamental chat. Guys, just check there, Reuters, out of 71 economists, 54 expecting a 25 basis point, not expecting the 50. Alright, let's quickly check here. Dylan Savage, US stocks were indecisive. The major indices mostly finished flat on the eve of FOMC. Former Atlanta Fed President Lockhart said he sees a normal 25 basis point rate cut by the Fed, but wouldn't be surprised by 50. DXY took a breather after gaining yesterday on the back of stronger than expected industrial production and retail sales data. Bank of Japan policymakers are reportedly worried that they may not be able to increase interest rates much further. A stronger JPY would result in cheaper imports, slow inflation, and impact corporate earnings. At least 2,750 were injured and 9 died in the pager detonation incident across Lebanon, while the Lebanese information ministers say the government condemned the pager detonation as Israeli aggression. Furthermore, Hezbollah promised to retaliate after blaming Israel for detonating pagers on Tuesday, and Hezbollah chief Nasrallah was reported not harmed in the pager blast. No, that's Hezbollah. This is Hezbollah. Alright, chat, that is the fundamental chats here this morning. Chris can also give you valuable expert feedback on hemline index going into FO. Dude, I don't even know what hemline index is. It sounds like you know, so give us your valuable expert feedback on hemline. I've never even heard of hemline. Alright, Chad. What's name is looking for a sell today. Google Gemini. So we've executed the sell for Gemini. Day 2 of the challenge. Let's see where it's gonna go. Yesterday taking 1 loss, 1 win. Basically break even. Alright, so markets are open and in motion. Ding, 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 ding. This is the official round 5 fight. Okay, Chad, let's see where we are going here. DXY, alright, DXY at that key level. And we want to see what's going to happen there. US 30 as well. Let's see if we reject Asia highs. Nasdaq, okay, now officially trading above Asia highs, never tested that daily EQ or pivot level. Gold, as mentioned, that block there, that's going to be the key one for us. GBP USD, we want to see what's going to happen here. Okay. Asia lows have been taken. Asia highs, it's could be a choppy day for the pair. Just saying. Then we want to see where's our opening range here this morning on the JSE. We'll see where that goes. JSE opening up quite a bit lower here. No troll, but is anyone lagging? Hey man, that lag life. Stream health is showing excellent. There's a lag and screen is blurry. Oh, okay. I'm actually keen for FOMC tonight. I think it's going to be good, Ed. I actually think it's going to be solid. Okay. Let's just check here. Bugatti, what is the hemline? What's the hemline index? I feel like you're trolling me. Hey. It's only Bugatti that ah man. Dude, is je ernstig? What's your take on GJ? No take. My suggestion is just stay away from it. Wait till next year. There's just way too much commentary, way too much I don't want to call it manipulation, just policymakers in Japan are just jawboning their own currency. It's don't even trade it, don't even waste your time. Devote that time to something else. Stoof, waarmee sukkel jy? Sukkel jy om jou account ge-KYC te kry of sukkel jy actually om jou funds net in te kry? Alright, Chad, US 30. We're gonna need to see if we can hold above Asia. It is looking like it wants to run away here. Chad, just a suggestion tonight. Please don't try and trade the FOMC event unless there's anything clean, because I've seen it so many times with the FOMC event. They spike it higher, they spike it lower after the release, and when Powell hits the podium, they basically range it, basically just bringing it back to where it was at the release. And then obviously once Powell has read his statement and he starts getting hit with the questions, then the market's going to start moving. And a lot of times it's usually Nick Timmerhouse. He asks, he baits Powell, and then usually Powell a lot of times drops a little nugget, and then the market reacts immediately to it, and you'll see a move. So, but again, it's so close to the end of the session that guys are not going to make massive moves right at the end of the session. So it usually takes about 2 days for markets to start digesting what has happened, what's the forward guidance, looking at the dot plot, because remember, they do their projections as well. That's the dot plot. So first year, second year, third year. So that basically shows us where the Fed is expecting interest rates to be. So if the dot plot is pointing to lower rates, then the markets obviously start thinking, okay, we're heading into a lower interest rate environment. So they'll start acting on that. So just be very careful. It's a very choppy event. It's more important to listen to what Powell is going to be saying and to see what the dot plot is going to show us. Yes, I agree, bro. Don't trade it, Chad. You're just gonna confuse yourself. It's in the past, I've taken like little bits and pieces of it, but as of late, yeah, not really. I don't want my trading the event take away from me actually listening and taking notes, because that's more important for me. No, Jonathan. I'm still gonna do it. I actually finished my journal for that prop firm challenge I did, and in all honesty, looking at it, it should have been a break even 6 weeks, but obviously I was trading that 4-hour strat that is not. That I've never traded before, so I was obviously testing some stuff on there. Started taking the trades with Keegan on the firecracker, so that's also something that's still in development. But if I take my trades that I took according to my strat, it would have been a break-even month. 8 wins, 9 losses, 11 break-evens. So there was just no follow through, guys. So let me just show you guys quickly here. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but here's all the trades. I'm actually gonna have a session with the guys. So I literally went through all of the trades and looked at it, so to see what do we have in common. A lot of the trades, for instance, this one right here, we actually still spoke about that choppy price action down. It was still bullish, but yeah, I'm gonna go through it there. Basically, almost looking exactly the same, and that's why yesterday we talked about if something looks overlapping. But yeah, basically went through every single trade, making my notes, and we're gonna have that session with the guys going through it. I suggest if you guys, if you're serious about your trading as well, do that after a month or whatever. Go through your trades, because then you're sitting comfortably. There's no rush. It's not like you're trying to look at your phone, and then you can really see and dive a little bit deeper into what you did that month. It could be choppy. Could also drive one way and then reverse at FOMC. So buy the rumor, sell the fact type of scenarios. So going to be interesting. I don't think anyone's going to place major bets today. So very important, Jonathan. Very, very important. Otherwise, the thing, if you don't journal, and you don't actually critique your own performance. If you even think about it, a rugby player, you would think it's just a physical sport. They go back and they go and sit and they review video. Keegs will also tell you, if you in somewhat of a professional outfit, there's actually somebody analyzing every single player. How many rucks did you hit? How effective were your ruck hits? Like, it's not just about hitting a ruck. Now, if you see, for instance, you're hitting a ruck and your, let's call it, your efficacy was 20%, then it's a case of, dude, rather hit less rucks, but go with 75% efficiency into it. You just running to the ruck, hitting it, and then falling on your side doesn't really help the team. And we actually saw it, and then some of the players were like, oh, but I hit so many rucks. And they were like, bro, you hit all of the rucks, but it's like better for you not to hit it. Because when you get to the ruck, you're so tired, you barely hit it, and just don't hit the rucks. Maybe hit 70% less rucks, but... Chad, I'm going to get Hanu on here shortly, just to give you guys a little bit of an update on the bot. So close to the end of the session, please just stay tuned for that. Some very good developments coming through. So we just want to give you guys a little bit of an update there. So Hanu's going to join us on a call here a little bit later. Project Linda. So Hanu's going to join us a little bit later. Chad, looking very promising. Looking very, very promising. We are all in on Project Linda. Hanu already told me, it's like every morning, it's like, yo, who is Linda so lucky om met 'n man soos ek te trou? Can you believe it, Chad? That was his words, and I was like, dude, I tell my wife the same every night. I'm like, don't you sometimes just stand there and wonder how lucky you are to have married a husband like me? And then I just get the eye roll. But Hanu's the same, man. He also tells Linda, he's like, don't you think you're pretty lucky? Gold is starting to take off, yes. This ain't however, we're going to need to monitor this entire block here. So, and then after that 200. So, yeah, buys do look a little bit tricky. It can definitely do that. I just think it's going to be difficult. I think the road up is going to be tougher than the road down. What is your bias, Keeks?
For?
Gold.
I prefer the cells.
How's the stream? I just want to check. Somebody's saying it's laggy.
Hey, bro, that's been the story lately.
Bro, I don't know. Let me see. I'm just gonna go peek quick, Keeks.
No problem. Yeah, I'm just watching here, guys. Watching gold, watching the dollar, and watching the indices. What is that?
It's the best one I've made yet. It's different to the ones I usually make, but it's you have to taste it. That's so nice, eh? Don't you like
What's in it?
it? Don't you like it?
I'm just trying to figure out what the taste is.
Pineapple, macadamia butter, one banana, ice, honey, milk, and oats. And protein
Okay.
butter. I like it. It's fresh.
Oh, thank you. Good reaction on the 1 hour fair value gap. Hey, the fair value gaps. So what did you say about prop firms and private trading? How private trading keeps you more locked in? Really stuck with me. Have you decided to completely cut off prop firms? Jonathan, I don't know if you answered that, but Chris is going to be doing another prop firm challenge. Yeah, he's going to start it soon. Got to get my boy funded, Chad.
I don't know, bro. It's fine. You want to look at it on phone.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, you answered. Thanks, he's okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just catching up on the chat, yeah. Cam Keeks, bro. I'm trading ultra violent today. Bullish on Nasdaq and USD. Damn. Cam, you and me are different there, bro. I agree. I actually said to Chris, you can ask Chris this. I said I was going to be very aggressive today. It was trading New York session. But I'm bearish on the indices, bro. I'm very much bearish on the indices.
All right, consequent encroachment, fair value gaps on the 1 hour. Is that on gold? Where? Okay, got
I'm
good.
already in Keeks. Damn, bro. Where you in?
The boys are, yeah, the boys are in, my boy.
Where would you be in on US 30?
I think Asia has. Oof, oof. Daily pivot EQ, maybe pre-market 735. SA40, baby. Here we go. SA40 in the mix. If we were radio DJs, JC top 40 in the mix. Nedbank getting clapped. No, I'm kidding. All right, so there's that rejection. Little pump fake there. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
But that's also the thing, guys. Keep in mind, everything I'll say, like where I'm saying I'm bearish, is all ahead of FOMC.
Kiggs, would you have taken purely on that 15-minute US 30?
No.
No. Okay.
I wanted the retest. The thing for me is this first retest
Yeah.
closed above Asia highs. Second one, yes, was a doji. I would have wanted a confirmation back in where this is running now. Like I said, this is something I'm looking at.
Let me just throw on Keegan's screen here.
The
With,
cracker level.
ooh. Checking the young
That's
cracker.
what I'm looking at.
Okay.
You see, maybe you get a potential entry off that.
Kiggs, you'll still do those anchor taps for us. Bottom left.
I'll think about it.
For the symbols. All right, Chad. I'll chat to Kiggs. US 30. Wait.
Sorry, gold and Nasdaq, not US 30. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, best of luck, bro.
FOMC can definitely spoil a party here today, Chad. FOMC can definitely cause some trouble.
Oh, damn. All right. Is this thing gonna pump now, guys? Let's see.
SA40, baby. Rian, what confuses you? Sorry, man. Sorry that I missed something. Rian, just let me know here. What confuses you? Yes, why are these price tabs all over here?
They're there to confuse you, bro.
Yeah, we be trading FOMC in Project G today. Bugatti, yes. So get your DGen accounts ready. If Powell's got a purple tie, we are buying US30. If he comes out with a blue tie, that is bearish. So I'm just letting you know. That's simple as that. Purple tie, neutral to bullish for equities. Blue tie. You know what the blue tie does. It's not the blues on the empty 5 screen, but it's
the blues in that man's pocket.
yeah. But I think he's gonna go purple. He's been doing purple this entire year so far. If he comes out with the red, Chad, yo.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough, bro. Then that man's choosing violence.
Bro, I don't even think I've seen Powell with the red tie. Let me just check here quickly. No, yeah, never. I don't even think that is possible. Like, if he really wants to... Yeah, you won't find him with the red tights. He loves that purple. I've seen him in the blue. Blue, he gets a little bit aggressive. Usually in Congress, he rocks the blue. But for FOMC, yeah, actually somebody actually made it. Check it, chat. That's why I say blue. Wait, let me just do this. Why can't I? Okay, let me just snip it. Chat, this is actually how it is, weirdly enough. Yeah, the boys have picked up on it. That is how it is. Purple is the doves. That's where he just holds the doves and he lets them go, and that's bullish. And when this man gets hawkish, that blue. That's why I say blue is not good. Blue is hawkish, but I think he's going to come out with maybe he's got a bag full of doves, gigs. Maybe before he even starts, he releases all of the doves. Chad, imagine that Powell starting the meeting and it's like, guys, I just want to release these doves. Everyone's like, damn, Powell releasing the doves. Shit, the doves are loose. Alright, Chad, that's why I said this entire block.
That's one way to keep them guessing, bro.
Huh? The doves.
The
Bro,
doves.
it will be a monumental day for the markets. Kiggs, will you still consider it below the daily EQ? Because technically that is the neutral point.
That's
And
not the EQ.
where, yeah, is this not your EQ?
No.
Where? Holy smokes. Where's,
EQ is under Asia lows.
bro, that is very interesting. My EQ and my daily pivot is here.
That EQ is under Asia lows.
What?
So where Asia lows is untested, right underneath Asia lows is the EQ.
Let's quickly check. I want to measure it.
Yeah, but remember, you're on your FP markets.
No, but I'm just going to take the yesterday's high and low, the 50%, that's the EQ. So maybe that's why, yeah, that is the EQ for me. Just if I take the 50% fib, yesterday's daily high and low, yeah, that is the EQ. If you can just basically take a fib, previous daily high and low, 50% of that. That obviously means your daily range is different. Oh, your daily range is different. Oh damn, yeah, it is. That is interesting. Sorry, Chris, the journaling of my trades. Rian, why would you say it would confuse you? That is interesting. No, he'll never wear a red tie. A red tie would signify that he's part. Remember, Jay Powell is a Democrat, so he'll never wear a red tie. Firstly, and then secondly, the guys are not used to a red tie, so no, red tie will crash the market, bro. Like. Okay. Bugatti, I'm on FPA. It's weird that FP's got a different range, but I've just been using FP, so yes, you will have your certificate, my brother. As soon as you officially pass it, you'll actually get an email, and then you can go onto your client dashboard and just download it. I don't know what. So are you talking South African Standard Time? It's 1 to 6, Milan. 1 to 6, 1 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock. Any advice on how to trade futures in SA? Are you referring to futures prop firms, or are you referring to actually South African futures? Because I know there's a dude, Kicks, do you know how those Apex challenges work, where the guys have like 20, they pay like a monthly fee, and you check them like trading 20 prop firm accounts?
No, I don't know how that works.
Bro, it's the craziest thing, Chad.
I'd love to say I do, but I do not, brother.
Alright, Chad, there's the daily flip zone. We have now officially flipped bearish. I'm going to wait for a top wick on this candle, then I'm going to execute shorts, so just get ready for that. Be on standby, please. Everyone, standby for gold. Not if we've got a wick like that, and not if we close back above the daily open, but I'm going to execute a short here. Very aggressive, see if we can get that flash to the downside. First want to see a top wick. If we can't get a top wick, no bueno, no trado. Keegan gave me the signal this morning. He said, bro, hold on to your hat. Short gold, short US30, short Nasdaq. Be honest, Keegs, that is what you said.
I did say it, guys.
And then he also said, do not be afraid to hold it, Chris. He said
Swing for the fences.
He said Jay Powell will actually be carried in on the wings of a hawk.
Trust in Jay Powell, we must.
What is that sound you made? What did you say a hawk sounds like? Let's hear it.
What the...
Hey, Chad.
There you go, guys. When you hear the...
Oh,
then you
shit,
know
Chad.
markets are about to crash.
That sounds like a hawk that's looking for a mating partner. Damn, Chad. I don't even know what a hawk sounds like, but that sounds pretty believable to me.
That's our South African hawks.
I can believe that, Chad. That is a walk, the sound of a walk. Not hawk tour, just the... okay, Chad. Anyways, I'm going to have some... Oh, shit. Jay Powell with the hawk tour.
Imagine that.
Damn, bro. Okay, Chad. Alrighty, Chad. We're gonna go with a young sell stop here. Gonna do about a 22 pip. Just want to see if we can get some volume. There's that daily flip zone. There's the monthly R1. Need to get through that monthly R1. So I don't really want to see any trouble here. I want to go for pre-market lows, 25, 65, somewhere there. That's what we're going to go for here. SA40, nothing here as of yet. I want to see what we do at the opening range low. US 30 now starting to break that zone we spoke about. Nasdaq also back into the Asia range. So a little bit of a chop fest there, but let's see if we can get a little something here this morning. And once we break below here, that is the swing low formation, because we broke a high from there. Then we've officially broken structure lower. So let's see here, Chad. Is my wife in the chat? Oh my goodness.
Is she?
Yeah, Apex funding is not available. I know, Chris, I'm doing Top Step Challenge now. Jen, how does it work though? It just looks weird. Like you pay a monthly subscription. You're not allowed to make more than an X percentage. I don't know. Maybe if you can let us know. Guys, please, there's a note. This is futures. This year, Nasdaq. This is the futures of Nasdaq. There's no difference. It's just the challenges that differ. So you've got the cash market. You've got the futures market. We trade US 30 futures and Nasdaq futures. Okay. Only other difference is that it is the contract sizes differ. But it's weird when people say like, I'm gonna trade futures. I'm like, bro, you've been trading it on your retail broker account. That is futures. The futures of Nasdaq, futures of US 30. So I don't know where we got this thing of futures is something different.
Yeah.
Chat, I'm gonna delete this. Deleting. We're gonna wait for that retest. See if we get a minor break of structure. CME data. Okay. CME XM has it. Okay. All right, guys. So I think yeah.
Want that now?
So guys are. Okay. Okay. CFDs and futures, two completely different things.
You tell them, Chris.
CFDs is the manner in which your volume works. So CFDs is cash. What is it? CFD. What do they call it? Cash for difference or whatever it is. But CFDs, you're purely trading price. You can trade. CFD is just the way that the contract is calculated. You're not holding the physical asset. Futures, again, you're trading the futures of Nasdaq and US 30 or whatever that's on there. It is not a case of that there's anything different. The CFD is the calculation of your volume. It's the calculation of your profit based on the price movement, and there's nothing different. With futures, however, the contract sizes are bigger. I think one contract size is equal to basically 100 lots on your normal retail broker, not Vault Markets. On Vault Markets, it is one. That's why you've got NQ mini, which is usually a tenth of the normal futures contract size. And you've got the SPX mini, you've got your NQ mini, you've got your DJI mini. So it's basically the same futures chart you trade. It is just your contract size that differs. It's not that the broker pays you more, Jen. It's that your contract size is a lot bigger. Guys don't understand contract size. If you go onto, yeah, I think I actually need to do a video on it, because if I hear somebody say once more, I'm not going to trade NASDAQ and US30 anymore, I'm going to trade futures, and I'm like, yo, okay. You also need a lot more margin to trade futures. So for the normal guy on the street, you won't be able to trade futures because there's not that much margin as well. Your orders also go through actually on the real market. It's not an over-the-counter market. For the most part, all of these CFD brokers, it's over-the-counter or ODP, over-the-counter trades. So it's a dealing desk. None of your trades actually go through to the market, but with futures, you can actually, your market sit there on the tape. You can actually see your orders going through the tape. Sorry, CFD, why the fuck did I say cash for difference, contract for differences? So it's, you're literally just trading price. CFDs, you can literally trade the hemline index as well, which doesn't exist, but if there was a hemline index, you could have traded it. Alright, Chad, 1 minute 20. If we close like this, gonna take sell stop there. Yes, Bugatti, so in futures, your contracts actually go through. So you'll see, if you know how to read the tape, or you actually have, let's say, your price volume ladder, you'll actually see the contracts actually where they sit. So I don't know if some of you guys have heard of big traders or big stock traders where they talk about reading the tape. So they can actually see on the tape or on the ladder, or let's call it the futures ladder, you can actually see where all of the contracts are sitting. So that's how Bookmap works as well, because those orders are live. I don't know if some of you have seen Bookmap. Bookmap actually also shows you where the bulk of the orders are sitting, where that is the ladder tree there. Let me just copy this. So yeah, you can actually see almost like a volume profile. Where's the big order sitting? There's also these bubbles show you the size of contracts, if it's buys or sells. So yeah, there's a lot more that goes into it. I want to say it's more real, but also it's a lot more choppy, Chad. Your trades, let's say you're a big trader, you've got quite a bit of money in your trading account. Some of your orders might not get filled. Like I told you that one friend of mine, when she was buying 10 million rand of the one stock, she got filled in 3 bulk orders. Even if you wanted to buy it here, you have to get somebody that's willing to sell. So a trade got filled in 3 orders, and the same with futures. You might get a bad fill. You want to sell here, so it's not as precise as with a CFD broker. So I'm going to be honest with you. if you can't even trade NQ futures or US30 futures on a CFD broker that gives you precision execution, you're going to get absolutely crushed trading futures. Go charting. Okay, go charting, boys. I thought my wife said go fishing or go golfing, but she said go wash the dishes. Believe it or not. But again, tape reading is a skill on its own. It's like we do technical analysis, fundamental analysis. There's guys that can read the tape. It takes years of experience seeing what the tape is showing you, trying to front run the tape, trying to basically sell into the tape, buy into the tape. So again, that's something completely different. Gemini is actually in sales, my brother. Here's the Gemini. Gemini wanted to sell below 2571, and we open up below that level. So Gemini is currently in some shorts, basically break even, less commissions. So first video will be going out today on Gemini. Okay, Hemline, yeah, sorry bro, I don't know how I never knew about the Hemline index, but it makes a lot of sense. SA40, alright. Holding this opening range low, Chad. Let's see if we can get a minor break of structure here. US 40 year. Gigs, you trade futures or Nasdaq?
Trade anything that moves, bro.
Anything with the chart?
Anything with the chart.
Anything that, okay. Alright, anything with a chart, Keegan says, can be traded. What causes a gap in a market? Sibusisu, so the idea is that there's obviously a period where orders are not being filled. For instance, if you think about the Forex market, I don't know how true it is. This is what the textbooks tell you, that banks can still load bulk orders over the weekend, and where those orders get filled by Monday, that's where price opens up. That's the theory as well with a gap in the market, is that let's say from there, the next there's no orders sitting in the market here. That's where the first orders started coming into the market. So prices basically from that transition from the one day over to the next day, there's a bulk of orders that gets flushed into the market, and this is where the first fill happens, because this is literally at the end of the day where DXY had that gap. So but yeah, it's usually just a gap where, because remember the book map I showed you, so there's orders sitting at different levels in the market. So if nobody's buying or selling here, but there's a lot of sell orders maybe here, price is going to gravitate towards that level to go and execute those orders, and then you're going to start seeing some movement in the market. So that's why, for instance, cash markets, cash indexes, anything that's actually connected to, for instance, the CME or the NYSE or whatever, you'll see a lot of gaps, because that's real money affecting the price of that index. Futures, all of this is just derived from the actual futures market. If I place a 1,000 lot trade now on, let's say, XA markets, it's not even going to move this thing by an inch. They're not even going to know about it.
Have you not taken anything, bro?
No.
I'm surprised.
I had that sell stop there, deleted it. Daily flip zone, flipping back bullish again, yeah. I don't think markets are really going to do much. If I'm honest, I'm still going to stick around here for the SA40 trade potentially, but Chad, for the most part, I think it's going to be a chalk day. FOMC first rate cut in 4 years. It's like a Super Bowl game. Everyone's waiting to go and watch the game. Nobody's buying season tickets for the next season. They first want to see the final. That's how I see it, Geeks.
Well, I agree with you, bro.
I don't expect anything major here today. I'm still gonna take a shot if it presents itself, but I'm not gonna stay till 12 o'clock here, because I just know you're gonna waste your time. This is literally where we opened up with gold. We literally almost back at where we opened up, and this is 46 minutes into the session, so we have not moved.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head.
Chad, I'm not going to take this because purely for the fact that we're almost halfway up into the opening range. I'll take the opening range breakout if we hold above. This for me is just a little bit too risky. We've got a very tight, it's not even a 1-to-1 if I take it now. It's a very, very tight open range. I'll wait, 70. Aggressive play would have been to buy here. It has broken bullish, but for me, I'll wait for a breakout and then see if I can get something there, but nothing there for me. Gold still holding within this zone. We're going to give it a couple of minutes here. US30 now below that daily EQ. We did speak about this level here, so I don't know if you traded some fair value gaps and Judas swings and all of that. You should have been in. There's your OTE. Look at that, your OTE right there. So ICT boys are smiling here. ICT will win the Robbins, and he'll actually do 24,000%. He's got more than enough time. He can do that in a single day. So ICT is just an absolute trading machine. Michael Huddlestone. The dude is an absolute menace to the markets.
Bro, I'll give the man creds though, hey. He probably built one of the strongest cults in the world.
Bro, Chad, so last night on Twitter, I go on Twitter, so is ICT not calling everyone out?
Of course he is.
And the one guy's like, dude, even one of his cult followers is like, dude, please, like you talked about this Robbins thing, just win the Robbins for us. And he's like calling the other X out, and I'm like, yeah.
He's not winning that Robbins, bro. If that man turns around and wins the Robbins, I know nothing about trading.
Yeah, there's it was a valid buy, Chad. We held opening range low. It's just I'll take the continuation above here. But it would have been a beautiful trade, valid trade, easy trade. This is easier than ICT. But yeah, ICT, absolute kicks. That man is a menace. So the only reason why it's not on the leaderboard is he's actually going to do it in 3 days. So he was actually just chilling the entire year. And yeah, he's just going to crush it that last 3 days of the year. Just absolutely mollywop the Robbins.
So far, bro, I mean, even the guy, Brent Carley, in the futures, he's got a nice gap, bro. Second place, only 158.
Yeah, but ICT allowed him to be there.
No,
ICT gave him signals so that there's something for him to chase.
158, and then Brent's at 372, sorry.
Is that the first place guy?
First place.
327.
372.8%.
Bro, that's one session for us. Dude. I don't know why you guys were doubting the man. RCT is an absolute... That guy can trade.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, that man can trade like you cannot believe. Jay, you guys think I'm joking? I'm actually... Dude, RCT. Sometimes I wake up in a cold sweat and I'm like, where's the fair value gap? Where's the fair value gap? And my wife's like, what fair value gap? I'm like, exactly, OTE. She's like, go back to sleep. I'm like, optimal trade entry. Consequent encroachment with a Judas swing. Into the buy side, sell side efficiency. With a seek and destroy before FOMC.
But you know, bro, even when you talk about the futures, like it still always goes back. Over all of the years, no one's even come close to Larry's record.
No, you know what? Okay, geeks for real now. So RCT actually respects Larry too much to break his record. That's the only reason why he's not done it. He's gonna first ask Larry permission to break his record, and if
But
Larry,
then he already asked, because he publicly announced that he's gonna smash it. Not even take, he was gonna smash it. So I think he already asked permission.
okay, so he did ask me. I think he's got enough time.
He just needs like another 12,000%. I think he can do that in like a day or two.
Man knows that the bro. I was in that cult. That's the thing. I was part of that cult. I was deep into RCT, and then one day I realized my head was up my own ass, and then I just pulled my head out, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can breathe again.
CPR South Africa, 10
For
a.m.
people who end the stream with peace and love, baby, you spend a long time fading. No, man, we're just having fun. Don't get
one of those
touched.
people now.
Don't get touched, Plamena. We're just joking, bro.
One
There
of
it
those
is.
people.
RCT is gonna
Lamena, I'm taking it that you're a RCT fanboy.
No, Chad, I love RCT. I love it. I absolutely love. No, he's gonna do it, Chad. I believe in him. Third time lucky. And again, guys, that is what we talked about at the start of the year, and we said it's not about ICT or whatever. It's the way that he announced it. Like, he will crush it in the last week. He basically made all these claims. It's fine if you go in and be like, guys, listen here, I'm going to take on the Robbins challenge. The idea is to try and break Larry's one. Win or lose, we're gonna take it on. That's a different announcement. You guys hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel I don't know why you would need to make these exuberant claims. Just say, guys, I'm going to take on the challenge. Larry Williams, your record might not be safe. I'm coming in hot, whatever. But if you make claims like that, you're gonna polarize people to be like, all right, dude, you made some saucy claims. Let's see some results now. Beautiful. Then I don't know why you're on the streams. Go watch RCT stream. I don't know why you're hanging around then. Go check RCT. RCT once killed 2 stones with 1. Dude, the man is a machine.
Yeah, Plamena, my chin's fine, my brother. You're the one that's literally taking your time of your day to sit here and watch me. So I'm not bothered, bro.
Flamela, let him go trade live. Let him take his stops live because he moves the market.
Oh, one day these RCT, Plamela, don't worry. One day, I'm sure you'll become a profitable trader.
Bro, we love. I don't know why they think we don't love RCT. We love RCT. Chris selling SA40 10 a.m. CPI out of South Africa. Are you selling SA40? Where can we check? The Let me see if I can get the essay. Dude, I don't even know what's going on in my own country. That's crazy, dude. Somebody asked me the other day, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know what's going on in South Africa, economically wise. All right, guys. CPI out of SA. Damn, 4.6. 5 minutes. Let's check it out.
Yeah,
Let's
Kyle,
check it
you know
out.
that's the thing, bro. These fanboys are basically the woke traders. So you got to be just a little bit sentimental. You might touch their feelings.
Chad, I'm just having fun. I've got nothing against. I don't even know RCT. I'm just having some fun with the dude. If you're getting emotional, like there's nothing wrong. You can love RCT. You can love his concepts. And I've said it how many times. Even the Asia lows and highs come from RCT. I've got nothing against the dude. It is just what he's saying and what he's doing, completely two different things. So I don't have any hate towards the guy. If you use RCT and you're profitable, keep doing that. If you're using EMAs and you're profitable, keep using that. If you use whatever, there's not a right way or a wrong way. Whatever you use, if you can get consistent with it and you can make money, you don't need to do anything else. So it's not, I don't know why people think we're attacking his concepts. If you can make his concepts work for you, great. I'm just talking about the claims and the man going on a tangent on Twitter. That's all I'm talking about. Bro, I don't know who's worse, RCT or Raja. Who do you think? I think, dude, I can deal with Raja. I almost feel like RCT is a
I
little
don't say
bit.
RCT is worse.
Yeah, I'll take Raja if RCT. Sorry, Chad. If you had to put me in a room with two guys, I feel like me and Raja can have a good time. We can have a few drinks. But RCT, yeah, he's unfortunately that guy. You don't invite him, and if you see him coming, it's like, all right, boys, let's head out. Let's head out. Yeah. Here comes RCT. Okay, all right, boys. See you guys later. And then when all of you leave, you actually just have a group chat and you say, guys, get me there. We'll come back in 30. Wait for RCT to leave. Yes, you guys are.
You know, I think it's
You
actually...
guys want to get me in trouble, yeah.
Bro, but what Ed said there now is actually, I think, very true. RCT is good. He's just unfortunately not anywhere near as good as what him and his cult think he is.
Yeah.
That's the problem. He's just not that good.
RCT. No, but he's got a strong following.
He's got a crazy following.
Dude, it's you just say RCT. So what did you say?
Yo.
What did you say, you retail slime? Trading these pennants and bullish flags. You don't know anything about macro time. I've been trading macro time and price for years.
Oh.
You little retail rat. It's like, dude, what are you talking about macro? Time and price, dude, it's simple. Time and price need to meet. Where it meets, you execute. Every day. every single day it happens. And I'm like, bro, I thought you're a retail trader as well. I'm not. I'm like, bro, I thought we all retail
Trade
traders.
like the banks.
Dude, here's my thing. There's no better if you can make it work. ICT or SMC. There's not a right or a wrong.
I'll never forget it. There was a video Josh did. He just burst everyone's bubbles, bro. And he goes to them. He's like, guys, I need to break that little childhood dream of yours as traders.
Yeah.
He goes,
ICT.
maybe someone didn't tell you this, but irrelevant of what you think you know or what you've been told, he says, if you were trading off of your PC or your phone on a meta trader, a C trader, a
You're
DX trade,
retail.
he says, you are retail.
I'm just gonna pee it on your screen.
I see the should takes existing strategies and support resistance and name it to his own sound small and then calls the shit. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Yeah, gold for me, nothing there, guys. I've just been watching this purely because, as I said, I want to test. Yeah, once you get a break of Asia lows, I might take something. Yeah, like an aggressive sell stop. But as you guys know, this year's the firecracker level, so I wanted to see if this kind of would have come into play somehow, but I mean, it never even got a retest, so that didn't. And I mean, this that's the candle closure. I mean, you would have never entered there, so no ways you would have caught this move here today. But yeah, I've just been watching it. If we get the B set up, the guys know from the EQ play. That's basically what I'm watching for, yeah. So an aggressive pump or a dump if we take Asia lows. Well, these Asia lows. So I'm just watching that, guys. Still got across these concepts of isolations, small. As for little retail, yeah, I think Chris was enjoying that one a bit too much, guys. He was getting into character there. Yeah, guys, end of the day, you know what? If it works for you, it works for you. You know what my biggest thing is also, if something, I've always said to you guys, all I love about trading is the idea that I've always said you can have the end goal, the finish line, but you can all have different routes of how you get there. If you get there, you get there. But when you want to come be that person that's going to knock on my door 24/7 and shove it in my face that what I'm doing is wrong and I must do it this way because this is the only way, and then that's where I get the problem. And that for me is ICT. They look down on any other strategy or approach to trading. For me personally, that is literally the only problem I have with it. What time frame did you execute on? Lyndon, what did you execute on there, brother? What's up, boys? What did I miss? KL, nothing much, brother. We've just been having some industry chats. On GU keys. Oh, alright. I'm not even going to go onto my chart, bro. I haven't traded GU in forever, so my charts are going to be out of whack on GU. No, right. Give you on the 5 minute. Alright. Oh, it's dollar doing for us, yeah. So dollars at Asia lows. Okay, that's interesting. So holding under that previous weekly low with the 200. Alright. Oof. Are we gonna get it, Joe, guys? Are we going to get it? I've been even noticing, I mean, there even was a little, I mean, it was closed immediately, but it actually gapped a little bit this morning. Christopher, I like the sales on gold, bro, me personally. Hey, Len, is that on your face too there now, brother? Word of the day, you little retail rat. Screw Goldie. We still are, bro. The chat has decided the word of the day is you little retail rat.
You little retail. Don't come with these retail concepts here.
Oh, bro.
There's not a consequent encroachment. I'm not trading it. Judas swing is usually 15 to 30 pips. Put that on a check and take it to the bank.
Just break these lows.
Chad Loki, the guy that got the highest payout on Vault Funder. We had an interview with him. Unfortunately, we'll still air it. We just need to clip some of the stuff out, compliance, because some of the stuff almost was like soliciting financial advice, so we have to cut that out. But believe it or not, the man trades the 200 EMA on gold, and he absolutely crushed it. So all I'm saying is there's not a right or a wrong. The ICT boys would have said, you rat, trading 200 EMA, and he's just like, bro, I'm just seeing that price is below the 200, I sell it. If it crosses back, I buy it, I buy it. And that is the man's strat, and he absolutely crushed it. Absolutely crashed it. As simple as that. He was keeping it super simple. 200 breaks below, moving averages cross. The man sells into it. Hey Carl, that's going to be difficult. I don't think I've ever done a Conor McGregor, you retail rat. That man is most to Khabib. Alright, Chad. CPI in SA coming out quite a bit lower than expected, or lower than previous. So that is a good one. Could see some rate cuts coming for SA. Beautiful. Let's see if we get that retest here on opening range high. We had the Judas swing here. We've got a bit of a fair value gap here, so let's just see if we can get into that OTE zone and execute here. And then I'm going to get Hanu on. Also, there was your Judas swing, there was your chalk, there was your fair value gap. Easy, every day, in and out. No need to overcomplicate it. I told you guys these concepts work, but nobody's listening. There you go. There's your OTE. You target that sell side liquidity. Sell side liquidity has been taken, or you can just go 4 deviations of the Asia range. All right, simple, quick in and out. There you go. Or if you wanted to keep it very super simple, you could have just said, okay, trading below the EMAs, there were multiple rejections off the EQ. If you really wanted to get it nice and close, you could have gone on the 1 minute. There was your break of structure. After breaking this level down there was your break of structure, or even there's your little double top or just rejection, just holding below that level. So either way, same thing, different concept. And that's all I'm trying to tell you guys, is that there's different methodologies, but at the end of the day, the only thing that is important in trading is this that you see here. You see all of this here? That is king, price. What are the charts doing at a certain price level? And then from that we create these these little concepts around it, and there's nothing wrong with the concept. I'm just saying. We spoke about it. Asia highs. If you cannot hold above it and you come back in below it, you could have taken your trade there as well. There was your break of structure. You could have taken it there, target Asia lows, and there the concept. This morning we said if we can't hold below Asia highs, you go for Asia lows. There you go. So,
Bro, how crazy is this?
yeah.
So I even put a poll out in my story for what do people think the cut's going to be today. I shit you not.
50.
50-50.
Oh, 50-50.
Literally 50-50 at the moment.
50-50. Yeah, I want to get out of being retail. So if anybody's got some advice how to not be retail, I'm happy. Chad, but I'm honest now, and I'm not joking. I'm not taking the piss out of anyone. Are there any ICT traders in the chat here that actually uses it like religiously? And I'm not talking like a hybrid like us, where we just use, for instance, the Asia range. You actually use these concepts of Monday, Tuesday creating the high or the low of the week, previous daily high being taken, liquidity sweep, Judas swing, wait for your fair value gap, your OTE. Is there anybody that trades it like that religiously? Is there anyone that really trade, and I'm again not a hybrid system like ICT teaches it? Is there anyone in the chat? Okay, when you say you do but not religiously, do you mean like sometimes you trade it and sometimes you... SC, I'm neutral on US30, brother. I'm neutral. It's still bullish. Yesterday still closed bullish, but I'm purely neutral for the fact that we've got that top wick, this bottom wick. We're still holding above that zone, and also it's the first rate cut in 4 years. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm taking a neutral stance. We spoke about this zone here. I said if we hold above Asia highs, bullish. I said if we start breaking below this zone here, bearish. But ultimately, I think what you're going to see is you're going to see a little bit lower, and then you're going to see it somewhere here a little bit later. In all honesty, that's what I'm seeing I'm seeing a rangy market up until FOMC. So if you missed it on top here, and you didn't take this here, dude, don't overcommit yourself today. It's gonna get tricky. And then Nasdaq, this was your play. There were two plays here: that rejection back into Asia range, and then your EQ and your daily pivot. But for the most part, I don't trade it out of session. It's just an extra sort of for my setups. Okay, Bugatti, what parts of ICT do you use? I trade ICT. Okay, Zama, but do you trade it? What do you trade? Do you trade market maker, the buy setups? What setup do you trade? Do you trade the silver bullet? Do you trade the market maker buy and sell model? What do you trade? Okay, so you trade the fair value gap. Okay, nice. Fair value gap makes a lot of sense though. My only thing with the fair value gap is when do you use it? What is your starting point? Your point of reference? Because if you, for instance, look here on the 5 minute, and if you look here, for instance, this was a valid break of structure. Obviously, you can say now it is in a discount array, and there's your fair value gap because it's the third candle after that last bullish one. So there's your fair value gap. I know some guys will say this is your fair value gap. Some guys will say that is your fair value gap where the candles don't touch. But either way, let's say that is your fair value gap. You basically at the daily low. Now at what point do you stop selling and you start looking for a reversal? And I know you're going to say, okay, Chris, this is the liquidity sweep there. We want to now see a sweep higher, something like that, and there's going to be a fair value gap in there. But that's my issue with ICT. There's a lot of discretionary factors, and there's a lot of subjective factors where I will see a fair value gap to the long side, and I will say, all right, here's the fair value gap there. You should buy because we took out that high there. We're targeting buy side liquidity or whatever. So the issue for me with it always was, and I spent a lot of time on it, was that there's too many subjective things with it. Turtle soup, probably. Okay.
You think the firecracker is the turtle soup?
No, we're talking about ICT.
Because that same person was like, can someone explain the firecracker on USD?
Understanding order flow and looking for the draw on the liquidity. Okay. All right, the draw on liquidity. Oh no, dude, Trend Lines absolutely murdered ICT. Murdered, like, dude. I'm honest when I say that. And it's not even. I'm not even trying to sell you guys. I've told you the story. Doing almost 400% in 2 months with I think my maximum drawdown was 2%. Dude, there was a time when those trend lines were. And then, like I said, there was a time where, it just every setup failed. But yeah, no, trend lines were, dude, mad. I've seen the turtle soup. I don't actually know what the turtle soup is. I think the turtle soup is like a little, almost like a market maker buy and sell model, but on the lower time frame. Turtle soup. I don't know why it sounds so familiar. Turtle soup. I don't even know what the turtle soup is. Souping of the turtles. Let me see. My head is too. I've got a headache. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna turtle this. I'll just follow Ed's turtle wave. Then MSS. Is that a market structure shift? Then look for a fair value gap to get traded into for confirmation. No, Chad, for the ICT guys, well done. If you figured it out, well done. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Chris, do you know any trader who is legit who uses a system or indicators? How do you mean a system or indicators? Majority of traders that use indicators are legit. Sean, I've heard of this silver bullet. I don't actually know the concept of it. Yeah, Sam, we actually shared, like, I love Linda stuff, so we actually shared Linda stuff in our group as well. Very phenomenal trader. If you're talking about like a bot or something, no. Bots don't work. Bots don't work. Anything that's just coded on MQL using moving averages or indicators, no. The Linda project Linda is obviously not a bot. That is a neural network that basically, runs 30 years worth of data to get to an outcome. That I don't classify that as a bot. That's a neural network. But anything that's got like 400 lines of code on MQL, that's and RCT Molefe, you are successful with the concepts, brother. You're doing well with it. Okay. I love it. ICT Molefe is ICT is his mentor, and I respect that. Like I said, nothing against the concepts. There's nothing wrong with the concepts if you can make it work. It's just some of the outlandish stuff that he says. That's the issue. So concepts, nothing wrong. And you can give credit to the man if you've gained success. I've said it before. I respect RCT for the amount of work that is put in. I respect any creator that does a lot of stuff for free on the internet. So nothing wrong with the concepts, guys. So don't get emotionally touched or anything. Molefe, sorry brother, are you successful with it? It's not a trick question, or I'm not baiting you or anything. I'm just asking honestly are you finding success with it? Okay, beautiful. Molefe, what would you say is a standard month for you using the concepts, like percentage-wise? My eyes are waiting on screen time. Alright, Chad, let's get Anu on here. ICT Molefe, if you want, brother, if you can send me your trade statement for the last let's say 3 months, I'll send you a $25,000 Vault Funder account. I'm not saying it's not working. I'm just saying then we can give some credit to Asti. If you can send that to me, then we'll send you a $25,000 Vault Funder account. And again, I won't make it public or anything. It's purely just to see that the concepts work. Let's get Hanu in here. Beautiful, Sean. Well done, my brother. Well done, well done. Chad, let's get Hanu on here.
Typically, it's 3% monthly as I
That's
trade
not
money.
bad. That's not
Okay,
bad.
you know what? I expect that he came there because my first thing, bro, I was waiting if this man's gonna come here and be
400,
like,
no.
he
No,
has
no,
like
no.
a 30%, 40%. The fact
No, I
he came under
respect
the
that,
3%, I respect that.
Now, Asti Molefe, get in contact with me, brother. If you can show me that it works, we'll send you an account. No hate or anything. I just want to give it to you. It is bold putting ICT before your name. But yeah, get in touch with me. And Chad, I've got nothing against Asti. If somebody thought like, bro, I absolutely have no issue with ICT. All I'm saying is if you make a very bold claim, just follow through with it. I would love if he breaks that record and whatever. It's going to get everybody rolled up, but at this stage it's still just all talk and there's no follow through. So maybe he does it, Chad. Maybe this year, because this is his third time doing the Robins, maybe this year is like we said, things happen in 3. Or maybe this is the year he fails and he breaks it next year. But either way,
Hey, Sean, that's awesome, brother. Congrats, my man.
we love all traders here, Chad. SMC, retail, trendline. We love everybody here. There's a room for a trendline. There's a room for a bullish pennant. There's a room for a bear flag. Even fair value gaps. All of that, Chad. We are all inclusive communities. So nobody's gonna hate on you if you trade ICT. Like I said, I was in the cult. I was that cult as well. Just way too many things to consider. Okay, Chad. Yes, I was up way too late last night. My goodness. Hannah's going to give us a little bit of an update. Here we go. Hanu, you are live, my friend. How's it going?
Hello. Chris, Keeks, 8. How's it, guys?
Hey, what's up, my man?
I'm very good, thanks. And you guys?
Nah, good. Can't complain.
Yeah, thick. Chris, is it possible to share my screen that I'm sharing with you now? I would like to show.
Yeah. Share your screen. I'm gonna drag it over once you share.
There you go. Can you see that?
Yeah, let's just bring it out here, Chad. Give me 1 second. I just want to increase the screen a bit. Let's do this. All right, Hanu, we in business here.
It's looking good. Okay, so the update so far. So obviously Linda is working on the massive neural net project, and how I've explained to Chris and Keeks the other day was what's happening is there's going to be a core program. She calls it the meta model. That's going to be like in the core of everything. Then there's going to be the Linda OG predictor for price, and then there's going to be another predictor for the trend of the market. Then there's going to be add-ons for all the indicators that you can find basically on the market. And what's going to happen there then is the system trains back to about, I think it's 600,000 candles on gold, US 30, NAS 100, and SPX 500. Those are the four markets we're gonna target at first. So it trains back 600,000 candles, and then it tests every single thing against every indicator, against the trend, against the price, and it comes out with a variance. And that variance is, say, it's $10 out, $1 out, and it keeps improving it keeps improving each time it trains to get to the best way of predicting the next candle or the next trend up or down. But what I've got so far for you guys that I can show is this is a $5,000 demo account that I open every morning, and then I run this bot. So as you can see there, it checks. So I've got a range here where the market is ranging in at the moment. So how this works is, at the bottom of the range, it will only put in buys, and at the top of the range, it will only put in sells. So as you can see here, I've got quite a few buys and sells open at a very small lot of 0.2. And once it reaches $20, then it automatically closes it out and takes a profit. If I can take you here to my history screen, as you can see, it's only blue. We're keeping it in the blue, baby.
Sorry, Anu, is this the surge one? The surge model?
Yes, this is the surge model that we've worked on a little bit. So the problem with the surge is a lot of the times a surge happens at the top of the range, and then what happens there is that it places a buy order at the top of the range, and then as the market goes up and down, it doesn't hit that $20 take profit at the top of the range. So it's something that stays open for very long. And then what happens is, if the market goes down, it eventually hits the stop loss of that buy order, for instance. Now, what we want to do is, as you can see, it is currently running. I started running this one this morning at 7 o'clock my time, but it only took its first buy when the stream started, basically. But already for the morning, it's standing at $577 for me, sitting here doing absolutely nothing. And the whole idea of this is it must create a small amount, $50 every hour for 20 hours a day for 20 days of the month. And the idea for that is to give you a bot, let's call it a bot for lack of a better word, but it's just to give you something that can create that recurring income without you having to be an expert like Chris and Keeks, because I can't trade to save my life. I've blown 7 prop firm accounts because I'm too hasty, my lots are too big, and I want to get rich quick, that's the type of trading that I do. But this is going to be something, it's going to be a product that's going to be for everybody that's busy learning. It will slowly build your account. And obviously, there's still a lot of testing that has to go into this to make it a viable product to sell. But it's looking very good.
So I know. I'm assuming like we chatted, there's actually going to be 3 machine learning products. There's going to be the long-term forecast one. Then it's going to be the surge, let's call it the scalp one, and then we're going to have the OG Correct. Linda predictor that you can set on the 15, 1 hour, all of that.
That is correct, yes. So we're going to have the long-term prediction where it's going to give you draw a graph for the month. And I did share one of those with Chris already.
Let me actually quickly get it just to show
it was so accurate, and you could actually trade off of that if you only had that to trade gold for a month. So that's going to give you a graph of what the month is going to look like, a week's going to look like, and then the day's going to look like. Then on the software that will provide, you'll be able to look at the OG Linda bot where it predicts the 15-minute, 5-minute time frame, trend and price. So if you want to trade by yourself, and then there's going to be the bot where you are basically going to let it run all automatically by itself.
All right, guys. Sorry, I just want to show them here quickly. So the blue is the actual price. Okay, that's the actual price of. I think this was done on gold.
Yes, gold, yeah.
And then the orange is the predicted price. Okay, so how it works is it's unseen data. So the machine does not see the data beforehand. It does a test. It takes everything before it starts the test. It basically runs a lot of iterations. And then based on that, it creates a potential graph of what it thinks future prices are going to look like. So this is going to specifically be very good for stocks. So let me I don't know if I've shown the guys. I'm going to give you 1 second. So there's actually going to be a back end where you can choose, depending on how much resources it's going to require, but where you can choose an instrument, for instance. And let me just go here quickly. Just delete that. Let's just go here. So there's actually going to be a thing where you can choose your dataset manager, your predictor manager. So there's going to be a lot of options for you to say, okay, maybe I only want to check US30. Maybe I want to buy some Apple stock. Where's Apple stock going to be at the end of the month? Up or down? So quite a bit of data that's going into it. Where's Anu? Did we lose Anu?
Yes, no, yeah.
Oh, here's Anu. All right. All right, Anu. No, awesome, man. We obviously have Linda. I think Linda said in the next 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks, she's going to polish up the code a little bit, guys.
So sorry, Chris, just want to quickly. It's a bit blurry, guys, but just check there. So there's a sell order that's going to hit the $20 mark now. So it automatically kills it when it gets to $20. So that's an arbitrary number that you can set to what you want your take profit to be. And the reason why we don't use the stop loss and the take profit lines is because it's very difficult to set it to an exact dollar amount because it is working so fast. So on my code, sorry, Chris, I'm going to quickly show this. On the code, you can put your lot size in. You can set your take profit at $20, the interval, so you can swap around with the settings. But yeah, once we've got the UI is what you guys are going to see. It's going to be a web-based subscription where the grand scheme of it, what the big idea is you're going to get a login and a username and password. It's going to be on your web browser. You're going to basically log into it, and then it's going to tell you to install a bit of software and code on your computer. That is going to integrate with your MT5. We haven't done any testing for MT4, but I think we'll keep it on MT5 because it's just a little bit more updated. Then what that's going to do, we're going to have gold, US30, NAS, and SPX, and we'll look at maybe getting some currency pairs in there as well. Then you can obviously choose what you want to do. You want to trade by yourself, so you use the indicators or the 15-minute or 5-minute predictors. Or if you wanted to auto trade, then it'll automatically do all the trades for you through the UI and the software. So it's going to be quite a interesting thing to see, but we got to ask for a little bit of time. Linda's obviously very busy and she's got her own business to do, but she is working. She's promising me 3 hours a day of her time to work on this, and it is looking very, very good. I sent Chris an email.
Sorry, Anu. Chad, I've got a sell stop on the break of these lows. Sorry, Anu.
Let's see.
I've got a sell stop there. I'll let you guys know when it activates. Sell stop 22. Let's see, going for 25.65. Okay, so that's what you guys are. Sell stop there. All right, sorry, Anu.
Yeah. So it's gonna be something spectacular, and I don't think that there's anything like this ever created for a trading community like this. And one of the things somebody asked me yesterday is, if it works, why do we even bother providing it to the community? Now, that is a very, very good. That's a very, very
I know.
good
Just
question.
tell the guys what I said. I said there's no need to make it public. There's enough money to go around to just do like an institutional thing. There's two options. We can either just keep it for ourselves. We know people that have money. We've got our own money, and we can just trade it ourselves. And Hanu was the one that actually said, Chris, let's make it accessible to everyone, because he's seen the struggle with trading. So you got to thank Hanu. I wanted to just keep this under wraps, do an institutional thing, get a license and run like a little quant fund with it. But so you guys need to thank Hanu. Hanu was the one that said he actually wants to make it available to everyone.
Yeah, because I mean, the reasoning, it's personality, and you know, I've seen the struggle, and I mean, I'm learning every day, but I can't trade for shit. So I need all the help that I can get, and I'm sure there's more people that has the same struggles that I do than people that can trade like Chris and Keegs. So yeah, that's the reason why we're going to make it public. I mean, if we were selfish and we just get this for ourselves, you know, we could do that as well. But we want to give something back to the community, and I'm actually can't wait to wake up every morning just to come and sit here and join the 2Gs program and learn how to trade, guys. So yeah, so lots of stuff to come. I'll keep you guys updated. It's currently sitting at $745 profit for the morning. I mean, that's not bad, eh? For sitting here doing nothing, drinking coffee and listening to Chris and Keeks chat, and I mean, that's not bad, guys. Yeah, there is some progress being made.
All right, guys. Hanu, I'm going to check that email now. Guys, just want to thank you, Hanu. I'm going to chat to you after the stream. Then we're going to catch up a chat. That was Hanu. Hanu, excuse me, ek gaan nou net die call end daar. Dan chat ons na stream. Thanks, Hanu. All right, guys. So thank you, Hanu, for joining us there. But that is the progress that has been made so far. Started off as that little, let's call it the OG Linda bot, just doing one candle at a time. And now it's potentially going into something quite substantial. So deleting this chat, we did not get the volume that I was looking for there. So just deleting that. But yeah, guys, that is a project. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know whether it's going to work or if it's not going to work. We're going to obviously remain optimistic about it. And yeah, let's see what comes from it. I even told Hanu, even if we use it as an additional confluence and it's not something that's automated, and it just gives you a probability of where gold can close the end of the day, or where the high or the low of the day could be, then you can even still use that. So whatever comes out of it, we're going to keep pushing with it, see what comes out. But Chad, that's a day for me. I looked at this opening range low here. Sorry, there where we are now. I just want to see what we do here. I might take a potential long here to try and go back to the opening range high, but I will let you guys know. Basically 3 taps on these lows, can't get through. Gold, yeah, I wanted to actually see it run out. There's that block we spoke about. If we cannot hold above it, bearish. If we hold above it, bullish. DXY, obviously, dude, I don't know, DXY, weird. DXY rejecting that level. Let me just go here. There's that DXY level we spoke about, could never hold above it, and now trading lower. US 30, there's that block again. Asia lows tapped. Nasdaq, Yeah, Nasdaq there. Keys, I don't know if there's anything. There's not really much for me.
Nothing.
Chad, that is. Sorry, Chad. I'm just gonna, okay. Anyway. Anyways, Chad. We're gonna see you guys 3 p.m. Watch party tonight. FOMC, big one. Trade safe. We will see you guys 3 p.m. Cracker going 1 out of 2. Can it go 2 out of 3? Keeks, what do you think?
That needs to, bro. We need that comeback now.
Chris, Nighbot is a good idea. I took the idea to build my own. All right. It's not an indicator to see. This is a neural network. Go read up on it, Chad. So it's a neural network. It's not a bot or anything else. Chad, peace and love, baby. See you guys 3 p.m. Cheers.
Back, girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging, we going come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
Yeah.